The holidays are over and the Premier League kicks off again. New fixtures, new chances, and a whole lot of unpredictable moments waiting. When you sit down to watch, that crack, fizz, sip, that's the reset. Everything else fades, and suddenly you're fully back in fan mode. Football starts fresh, and so do you. So grab a Coke, drink it in, and let the January madness begin. Grab a Coke and drink it in. Yo, people, welcome back to another watch-along. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. I said yesterday we're going to see what we can do about this one here. We spoke to the editor. He's on job, he's on point, and we're ready to go for El Classico. And I ain't watched one of these games in a while, so I'm looking forward to it. The lineups are on screen, and we're very much ready. I've just seen Big Six's has dropped the Chelsea-Arsenal preview as well. So after this is all done, make sure you go check that out because that was funny, I can't lie. Even at the beginning, it's jokes. So I'm just messing around. I know what I was doing, but I just thought, someone's got to play the role, you know what I mean, of nerd and whatnot. So I just thought, let me lean into it. It's fine. Know how to deal with that. But this is the Barcelona Real Madrid watch along. The teams are on screen. It's pretty much strongest 11s out there, apart from maybe Mbappe on the bench for Real Madrid. But I'm assuming you guys will let me know. Madristas, a la Madrid. You guys let me know what's going on with Mbappe. It seems like it must be coming off the back of an injury or something for him to be on the bench and Garcia starting. That is probably a more balanced front three, if I remember the days of Hoslu and whatnot. But Mbappe off the bench, that level of threat, that level of quality coming off the bench is just gonna give Barcelona a little reminder as there's 20 minutes to go, 30 minutes to go. Man United are out. Yeah, I've seen Man United are out of the... It's a miracle he's on the bench, is it? Yeah. He was coming back from injury, wasn't he? So, yeah, that's certainly not normal to see him on there. Usually Rodrigo will probably be the man on the bench if everyone's fit. But Man United out of the FA Cup in the first round. This is what I'm saying. You see, when Flex is trying to do up take the briefcase and here's the offer and Mud Brothers. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're going out of the cup again. Second round of the Carabao Cup, you're out. Third round of the FA Cup, you're out. One game a week. No European football. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I know you're a point ahead of us in the table and all that now, but it's like, come on. You got one job in the cup to just go through to the next round and you lose at home to Brighton and Danny Welbeck, your former player, and you want me to take pride in sitting in the same seat with you? I can't do it. I can't do it, guys. I'm afraid I won't do it. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on over there to be, but that's their business. Do you know what I mean? They're doing the one game a week. They have to get Champions League football now. I don't care if it's Fletcher in the dugout. I don't care if it's Carrick. I don't care if it's Onigola Solskjaer. You can't be doing one game a week. No Europe, plus being out of the two domestic cups in the first round that you're in and not get Champions League football. The pressure on Manchester United now surely has got to be getting Champions League football. You can't be getting anything else. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, listen, that's their business, like I said. So let's see what they got for the rest of the season. They got, as far as I'm concerned, they got an advantage now. They got an advantage on Liverpool, on ourselves, on any team and every team in Europe. They got an advantage. Newcastle, Tottenham, whatever it is, because one game a week. Obviously, Tottenham out of the FA Cup as well. That is an advantage. How can it not be? Has to be an advantage, bro. Has to be an advantage. It can't not be an advantage. I'm sorry. You can't have a whole week to train, no midweek games the whole season, and it can't be, and it's not an advantage. It's a massive advantage, in my opinion. But listen, I'm looking forward to seeing Pedri today. You know what I mean? Looking forward to seeing Pedri. Last time we watched Barcelona, I think they lost at Stamford Bridge 3-0. So we didn't get to see Pedri that day because he wasn't available. Rafinha came off the bench, I think. Rashford came off the bench as well, I think. There was a couple of absentees, so looking forward to it. That's pretty much a full-strength team. Lopez is back as well in that 10. Yamal's there, Rafinha's there. Dani Olmo's on the bench, Rashford's on the bench. Everyone seems pretty much fully fit for Barcelona, actually, judging by this squad. And obviously, even the 2 keepers on the bench. I don't know what is it with clubs and putting on 2 goalkeepers on the bench. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Like, when very rare are you going to have two keeper injuries in one game. Is there? Help me out, chat. I really need to understand the logic to this because it doesn't make any sense to me. Valverde looks like he's at right back for Real Madrid again. Camavinga in the midfield with Tchouaméni and Bellingham. Trent didn't quite make it. Is Trent any closer to being back? I saw images of him circulating around social media, but I didn't really see the update on how long he's going to be out for when he's back. Let me know in the chat when he's looking like being back available. But going into this game, he was just out, not even doubtful. Huijsen is a doubt, but he made it. According to this, Asensio was a doubt coming in as well. Mbappe on the bench. Rodrigo was a doubt apparently as well. Brahim Diaz is not on the bench. He's out. And Militao is always out, and he's out as well. And Alaba's actually fit. Shock, you know. usually he's also out as well. So there's quite a few injuries for Real Madrid, to be fair. They're missing quite a few players, and quite a few players are not 100%. Only Gavi and Christensen are out for Barcelona. Everybody else is available. So currently La Liga is looking like this as well. 4 points clear for Barcelona, 19 games played. Real Madrid under pressure to maybe win this game if they really want to claw back this deficit of 4 points. 4 points above Villarreal in third, who've got a game in hand as well. And they play Real Betis next, I believe, in La Liga. Sorry, this is a cup final, so they can't even claw this back today. But they'll be 4 points behind in the league. This is the cup final. Maybe to get a bit of revenge on what's been going on in recent years when I've been watching these two face. It's been a bit of a demolition from Barcelona. How much does this cup really mean, this Super Cup, guys? I don't know. You tell me. I think if these two are playing each other, it's probably, all hell breaks loose regardless. But I don't know, how important is this trophy considered in Spain? Is it equivalent to our Carabao Cup, maybe? Maybe that's the comparison. Last time these two played was in October 26th, and it was 2-1 to Real Madrid, and Bellingham and Mbappe got the goals in that game. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Real Madrid lost the last 2 of these. Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I feel like the league and the Champions League is all that can really save Real Madrid. The stature of that club, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you're trying to do a treble, you had another trophy on there, Copa del Rey. But really, the league and the Champions League is what every manager's judged on going into that hot seat. If you're not getting one of those, you're in trouble. Don't you think it's weird that top teams like Real Madrid can't explore Barcelona's weaknesses like we did? I mean, yeah, Barcelona, they're going to play the high line. That's what they always do. We've seen it in the Champions League, Club Brugge. We've seen it against Chelsea. We've seen it in every single game I've seen from Barcelona. I've seen this high line from Hansi Flick. It's what they do. They play that offside trap. They play it very well, to be fair. They did catch us out quite a lot. But when you do bypass that offside trap, there's a lot of fun to be had. And Real Madrid, they got pace. Vini, Rodrigo not as quick, but still quick. I mean, Mbappe on the bench, loads of pace in that front line. If he does come on, which he probably will, last 20, they should be getting past it and they should be bypassing it. So, yeah, Real Madrid should be exploiting it for sure. But there's a lot of quality in that Barcelona team. So, yeah, it's difficult. Said's car park rant. Let's see. It's the equivalent of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, Copa del Rey's the FA Cup, exactly. So this is more Carabao Cup, similar type of time in the season. Is this not in Saudi? Where is this final? Because usually they keep moving this to different places. I'm sure last season this final was played in Saudi. Where is this one played? It's not in Spain, is it? Let me see if I can find the location of this. I'm sure they keep moving this. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. Yeah. It's in Saudi, yeah. Would you guys care if the Carabao Cup got moved to Saudi? I mean, Wembley's always trying to make that money anyway. That's why we got the semi-finals in the FA Cup there. But would you guys care if the Carabao Cup final was in Saudi one day? Be very interesting. You wouldn't care. It's one of those things that you feel like you never know. It could happen, It could happen. The way football's going, sports going in general, boxing. It'll be interesting to see if it actually happened. It would be actually very interesting to see if it would happen. Something to keep an eye on, I think, with that Carabao Cup. Because it might make what I think could happen with the Carabao Cup is if they didn't, I don't want it to go to Saudi. I'm just saying, you have to think about it because you never know with this sport. But if it did happen, maybe the prize money goes up then in the Carabao Cup. So then the stakes are higher you know, for the big clubs, and then they maybe take it more seriously, and then that's a way of making it more prestige and all these things. So I don't know. That could be something that could be the way they dress it up to make something like that happen, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. This is the equivalent to the Community Shield, not the Carabao Cup. Really, yeah? Okay. Fair enough. So this is the winner of the league and the winner of the Copa del Rey facing each other, right? Because I usually think the Super Cups for these France, you know, Italy, Italian Super Cup, Spanish Super Cup, I usually think these would be happening earlier in the season. You know, they'd be usually happening around August or around... So this can't be the same, surely. How many cup finals are there? Do you know what I'm saying? No, it's not, is it? No. No, it's not. No. Yeah, there was. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so it's not really equivalent to a Community Shield then. It can't really be equivalent to a Community Shield. There's been too many. I mean, there's only well, I don't know. It's different because there's only what, semi-final and final. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell this is. Top 4 qualifiers. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. Keep an eye on the Serie A title race. Napoli versus Inter again. Let me take a look at the gap. What's going on? 6 points. Yeah, they play each other today, actually, don't they? Yeah. 7:45 kickoff. But you know what? That AC Milan, 2 points behind Inter, it's been a long time since we've had an all Milan title fight. Obviously, Roma is still in there, and so is Napoli. But it's been a long time since we had a Milan title fight. It's usually one are on a high and the other one on a low, or vice versa. The last time I remember Milan being up there, who was in charge of that team? Inter obviously up there more regularly recently. Napoli's been up there. They've won it with won it last year and won it with Osimhen. So, but Milan, AC Milan. When is kickoff? Kickoff's in about 10 minutes time. About 10 minutes time. Milan got 1 game a week. Yeah, it's that's the thing. Like, I remember when Napoli finished like 10th. Was that last year or the year before? And then they've just got some crazy. Then they've just got some crazy schedule because of it. They got the 1 game a week, and then they can just, it would have been the year before because they're in Champions League this year. So yeah, it just swings in pendulums. It's just up and down those teams in that league. It's very competitive though, to be fair. There's a lot of top teams, a lot of big teams. So it must be very fun, to be fair, to track. Yeah, the year before. Yeah. My score prediction for this, it's a good question, actually. Let me look at the form going into this game, actually, to be fair. Let me see. Year before, won the league in 2021. Yeah. Real Madrid. Let's take a look at the form. 5 wins in the last 5 in all comps, it looks like. And for Barca, even more mad. It's like 9 wins in the last 9. 9 wins in the last 10. They've not lost or dropped points since Chelsea. And then every single game since then they've won. So yeah, they're in brazy form. 3-1 Barca. Yeah, I saw Cancelo's back. Listen, there's some techie ballers over there in the Saudi league, that are not at the end of their career. That they could do a very good job for some teams in Europe. I don't know how much you got to pay and what kind of fees you got to find in your budget to get these guys back into Europe. But Cancelo, he's a very good player technically. He's a very special player technically. Could do a lot. So he's I don't know. He's one that, again, I know I keep recommending wing backs to Man United, but when you look at players like Cancelo, could have probably done. Man United could have done with maybe moving for him, Maybe he's 31. I don't know. Has he still got the pace? Has he had any injury concerns? I don't know. You got to look into that stuff. But from a technical level, he could have gone and maybe done a job. A very good job technically for a team like Man United in that position. Never been the greatest defensively, but if you ask him to put a good ball into a box or, get into attacking positions, he's going to create chances. Oh, he played for City. Do you think he cares, though? I don't know, if he would really give a damn. The way it all ended with Pep and Man City, it didn't end on the nicest of terms. I don't think he would reject Man United because he played for City. I don't think he would. I'm not going to lie. He's one of those players I actually don't think would care. I think he would just go if the opportunity came up and it was a decent contract. I think he'd actually go. Yeah, Arsenal. I know. Yeah, I know they conceded the early goal to Portsmouth, but Arsenal are always going to come back and win that. I saw they absolutely clattered them on a couple of set pieces for the first few goals. So, yeah, League One. What is it? League One Portsmouth. So, best of luck to them defending all that. You know what I mean? Never going to happen. I'd rather have Gonzalo Garcia instead of Liam Delap. What do you think? I was very impressed with him in the Club World Cup, man. He looked really, really good. Really, really good. He just burst onto the scene, broke into the team just out of nowhere. For me, anyway, I didn't see him coming. It was always quite apparent that Real Madrid needed some sort of focal point up front because they just had a bunch of goal-scoring wingers trying to fill the void, and he just came in and just ripped it up and was really, really, really good. And he brought a lot of balance. And yeah, he scored a hat-trick recently, didn't he? So, yeah, listen, I don't know. Like, Delap is... I'm not even... at this point, bro, the only good thing about him is he cost 30 million. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of like, development, he's got a long way to go. So we just have to just see how it goes. But there's a lot of strikers I'd take over him right now in terms of quality. But I don't watch Garcia week in, week out to just say that I'll take Garcia, but I was very impressed in the Club World Cup. Very, very impressed. Ruben Neves, yeah, he's another one. I think he's like 31. So, again, similar age. Koundé and Cancelo as right back could be much better for Barcelona. Interesting. You got Kabassi as well. Let's see. 8 minutes to kick off. What are the scores? Any shocks today? Nah. When did that Man United... When was that red card given? Oh, for Lacey. That was at the end. Yeah, double yellow. Yeah, pretty much as you'd expect today, to be honest. I actually thought Brighton would beat Man United, to be honest. As soon as I remember Danny Welbeck's on Brighton's team, I said, yeah, he's going to find a way to score or to make them pay. You know, even though I don't think there's any revenge in his heart for that club, but he's just going to find a way to remind them what they're missing out on in terms of his trajectory in his older age. He's aging like fine wine, Danny Welbeck. You got to give it to him. I think he's like 33, 34, and he's having the best moment of his career. He looks like he could potentially break into that England squad. Him and Calvert-Lewin, I never thought I'd hear these names in relation to England squads for the World Cup, but you have to actually throw their name in the hat at the moment because the younger strikers, maybe Watkins is, he's picked up some form recently. He's been banging in a few goals, so he's probably gonna make it out of everyone because he's the better player maybe out of all of them. But yeah, Welbeck Welbeck's pushing at the moment. You got to give him that. 8 goals against United. It's crazy, bro. Bro, he's slapping in free kicks and all sorts these days. Like, man scoring a variety of goals. It's not even just ugly goals. He's scoring some technically very nice goals, bro. Let's see. I don't think, I said this yesterday, I don't think Nicholas Jackson's really going to be reintegrated into this team. I think he's going to be sold in the summer. Usually when you go, you don't come back under this regime when it comes to they've put you on the shop window. So I'm not expecting him to come back. Made a lot of signings up front. Let's see. 8-1. What's going on in the Bundesliga? 6 minutes to go, guys, until we're kicking off. What is going on? Ooh, shit. 8-1. Oh, Bayern Munich. Oh, my days. 8-1. And they're still unbeaten 16 games in. And they only just dropped points the second time this season against Mainz at home mid-December. Then they obviously had the winter break. And this is their first game back from the winter break in the Bundesliga. 8-1 winners against Wolfsburg, who are sitting 14th out of the 18 teams. That is long. That is very long. And this is a team that doesn't have Musiala in it. That's the thing. This is a team that doesn't have Musiala in it. Some young players breaking through in that Bayern squad, Chavez. I saw Felipe Chavez doing his thing the other day. alongside Carl, who obviously Company came out and spoke about his kind of comments. I think he did pretty well in that situation, Company, to be fair. He's already got a telling off from pretty much everyone and anyone. I don't know who this Wisdom Mike guy that came on for Kane today. Bare young players on the bench coming on, though. A lot of players getting integrated, it seems, under Company this season that's coming through. So fair play. A lot of young players coming through. Leave the cigar before the cigar leaves you. Yeah, Carl's kind of established, you know what I mean, at this point. 17 years old. I know he's in his debut season, but he's had such a strong first half of the season. He's basically established. There's other young players breaking through now. But that Chavez guy looks decent as well. Let me see. Pavlic. Are we interested? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that personally. I've not seen that. So you're saying that's from Sky Sports, but I've not seen that. I've not seen that. That would be predicated on someone leaving, and I'm assuming maybe that person could be what? Wait. That has to be... No, I've not seen that anywhere else. That has to be fake. Hold on a second. Kylian Mbappe is ready to play. It depends on how the game goes. That's from Xabi Alonso before kickoff. Thomas Frank's still in the job, isn't he, guys? Yeah, he's still in the job. Paratici set to exit Tottenham after current transfer window. Co-sporting director helping Tottenham in January market before return to Italy for personal reasons. Expected to join Fiorentina. Paris FC looking to bring in Tel, potentially on loan. I didn't see any of this shit today. I've not really been online. And when's Luis Enrique's contract running out as well? I've been hearing all about this, and I don't know what's going on there. People are talking about Pep replacements for Maresca, but surely Luis Enrique would be the easiest replacement for Pep if that was to actually become a thing. Something to maybe keep an eye on. I don't know how realistic that is. There's a lot going on. Keep an eye on it all. Keep an eye on it all. Right. Let me see. All right, let me remove... Did I put up a poll? I didn't put up a poll. I completely forgot. All right, let me put up a poll just to see what you guys think in terms of predictions. My prediction... I'm not going to lie. It's difficult to predict an El Clasico. It really can go any which way. There's so much quality on the pitch. It's just about... When I watch these games, it's all about just... It's literally just about who turns up. There's too much quality on the pitch to say that either team is winning or losing. It's just... There's superstars. There's a lot of superstars. Bellingham might have one of those games today. Vini Jr. might have one of those games today. If they throw up stinkers, then it could be Yamal, Lewandowski. You know, it's like there's so much high-profile players on this pitch. It's really just about who's feeling it. It's really about who's feeling it. And both of them are in decent form as well. Real Madrid got injuries. High line could be exposed. This is tough. I might go against... Absolutely. I just want a good game. That's the first and foremost. I want an entertaining game. I might actually just sway towards Real Madrid, you know, just to be different. I might just sway towards Madrid. I'm thinking if they're still in the game come 70 minutes and they're bringing on Mbappe against that high line, I feel like there could be something there. Obviously, Rashford could come on for Barca, but Mbappe really could change the game off the bench if he's fit and able to do so. And Xabi Alonso just said he is, so... This only ends in Barcelona win, no Mbappe's big. Do you think the game will be done and dusted by the time Mbappe comes on? 4-1, 3-1. Damn, people are going with big scores. Yeah, that's true. I didn't actually think about that. Donnarumma seeing Enrique again. Big up, bro. Much appreciated. Appreciate it. Monday morning. I don't know. Madrid. Barcelona have scored 17 goals in the last 5 against Real Madrid. They have. But the last game, Real Madrid won 2-1. So 16 out of the last 4 before that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. Do I trust that defense? Not really. That's the thing. You're right. That's the thing. I don't really trust Asensio. I don't really trust Asensio back there for Real Madrid, I'll be real. That's probably the thing that probably does it for me. There's no Rudiger, but even Rudiger, is he starting to drop off now? They could do with signing another top world-class centre-back, I think, Real Madrid. Alaba's injury prone, Militao's injury prone, Rudiger's even had injury issues as well. Asensio is not really levels to be playing for Real Madrid as a starter. He's a fourth choice at best. I think they need a new centre-back. They could definitely do with a new centre-back. And obviously Saliba signed a new contract, so who are they going to go for? They were interested in Cl&aacute. I don't think they're interested anymore. I've not seen any more links. And his contract's still running out. He's not signed anything with Liverpool. I don't know who they're going to go for. Upamecano signed a new deal. Yeah. I heard he wanted stupid money from PSG. You're not paying no centre-back 300k a week, I'm afraid. Crazy work. They might go for Van de Ven. Van de Ven would be a good signing, you know. I saw links to Mark Guehi as well, yeah. But I think Man City are going to try and get that one done. Van de Ven would be interesting. Real Madrid should come for Arsenal's defence. Doesn't look like anyone wants to leave Arsenal at this point. They're signing new contracts. Saliba, Saka. They've been there so long now. To leave before they get that Prem would be wild. Maybe, you know, I don't even think they'll leave after they get that Prem because they'll want to get the Champions League. If you can be part of Arsenal's squad to win the Champions League for the first time, you're going down in history. So, game's kicked off, by the way. I need to get this timer on screen. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they were going to leave, they would have left by now. I think a lot of them, they see each other signing contracts and it just makes them want to stay even more and just stick together as a group. I don't actually see that team being broken apart. I was hoping Saliba would leave. That was kind of my hope, that he would go. And if he didn't sign and he left to Real Madrid, then maybe some others might look around and say, what should we do? But because he ended up staying, I think it's just going to end up galvanizing the group. He's literally, you know, one of the top 3 centre-backs on the planet right now. So, right, let me see if I can line up this timer. We have kicked off. We're just over a minute in. Let me sync this up on 2 minutes. Okay. But yeah, big up the chat. Let me see. Yeah, I just want a good game. I mean, I definitely favour Real Madrid slightly to Barcelona because of obviously the history between Chelsea and Barcelona in the Champions League. But overall, for a game like this, I just want to see a good game. I don't really care too much, to be honest, who wins. I just want to see good football. I just want to see the best players and the biggest players shine, you know? I want to see some top performances from big names, man. I actually want to see Bellingham at his best. I want to see Bellingham at his best today. I want to see Rodrigo on the right. Let's see what he can do. Yamal, obviously. Pedri, definitely. That's another one. Everyone loves a Pedri masterclass. You want ball in behind? Oh, he's just treaded on it. It's just good counter press. Oh, what you doing? Do I rate Bellingham? Yeah, I do. I do rate Bellingham. I think Bellingham. I'd actually love to see Bellingham in the Premier League. I think Bellingham is definitely a top player. He might be not at his best, but I think the best version of Bellingham is a top midfielder. You got athleticism, you've got ball carrying ability, you've got close control, you've got goals, you've got physicality, box to box. Like, I think him, Rice, Caicedo, these are like really good Premier League kind of old-fashioned midfielders almost. Like these kind of guys remind me of midfielders of the past when I used to watch the top midfielders, you know, go up against each other head to head. I love those all action, box to box can do a bit of everything type midfielders, you know. Pedri definitely reminds me more of La Liga and Iniesta and Xavi and those guys that will just play you off the park at Wembley and leave you for dead. But no, I definitely think he's a top midfielder. You don't go to Real Madrid and put in that debut season that he put in and not be a top midfielder. That doesn't happen by accident. That ain't no fluke. I think he struggled with injuries a little bit, and that might have derailed him. He's obviously moved position. I think that position that he was playing in the first season, which was just kind of as that false nine or that box crashing kind of 10, that really suited him. But I think, he'll adapt. It's difficult. Your importance, he's gone from really heavy on the GA and the goals, and then he's now dropping deeper and he's more of a supplier, creator. But I'm sure he'll adapt and he's going to have a good top career, I think. But I do want to see him in the Premier League. I don't know if he'll ever leave Real Madrid, but I do want to see him in the Prem. Besides Chelsea. Yeah, he's definitely a Chelsea-coded midfielder, man. He reminds me of when we were just physically dominant. Bit of like Michael Ballack about him. Just physically imposing goals in the air, on the ground. Who else? He could go into any team. But I'm trying to think. I think out of all the clubs, I think he's more Chelsea coded, you know. I could see him on a Chelsea kind of counter transition and just trailblazing through. Yeah, for me it makes sense. I'll be real. Yeah, he's got yeah. Gerrard loves him. He speaks very highly of him, so there's a bit of that in there as well if you're talking about Liverpool. Yeah, I'd say Chelsea and Liverpool, I think. When I think of Man United, I think more Scholes, I think more Michael Carrick. Barcelona there, working it. Not bad. It's good defending from Huijsen, actually, near post. Yeah, he's done well. What team in the Prem? Pedri too cold. This Barcelona stadium, is it fully finished now? I saw some images going around, but it looked like it was still a couple little things that needed tidying up. Obviously, this is in Saudi, but is that Barcelona stadium, is that Camp Nou done now? Like fully finished? I do want to go to it, I think, one day. One day soon, but... A midfield three of Rice, Caicedo, and Bellingham, I would love to see that. That would be mad. That would be mad. That for me is like a very Chelsea coded midfield three. That's giving me a lot of old school Chelsea vibes. I can't lie. That midfield three there. You've got like your Kante and Nemanja Matic, and then you've got your Michael Ballack. That's how I see that. It feels a bit like that. Corner, Rodrigo. Ball in. Punched away. It's a nasty midfield. Bro, it's a midfield that will physically fuck you up. I'm telling you, bro. That's what it is. Chelsea weren't known as the pretty team under Mourinho. Well, under Mourinho and outside of Ancelotti. Ancelotti was the one that brought, I think, the beauty to the pitch for us in terms of that season when we won the league there. We done the double, but bro, we would just physically take you out. Ball in, Vini. There's nobody there. Nobody there. And that team, you don't need to play. I don't think you need to dominate possession with that midfield. You can actually kind of allow the opposition to have the ball and just break on them if you want, or to transition on them. I don't think you need to dominate the ball with that midfield because you're covering so much ground. You've got so much hard work and and you got so much defensive solidarity there. It's like breaking through that is mad. Proper Barclays. Mm. Good play. It's Balde. I love Balde, man. Such a good left back. Pedri. Kunde. We almost signed Kunde if you guys remember under Tuchel. He looking like he was going to join us. I think it was in the... Was it in the Clear Capital first summer? Or was it the summer before? Summer after the Champions League win. I can't remember. But yeah. We were looking like getting him. I can't lie. That would have been crazy. Yeah, he was in the academy. Summer before. Oh, okay. Yeah. He did us dirty. I know. I saw Esteban was at Ballers League today as well. What was he doing there? Man was strutting his stuff through Ballers League. I was like, yo, what happened here, bro? How'd you get here? You know what I'm saying? Such a random feature. So confused. How tall is Kunde? Is he like 5'11", 5'10"? I don't think I'd want my centre back to be that small in the Prem. He'd have to play right back in the Prem. I wouldn't want to see him centre back in the Prem. It's Pedri taking their time. This is not even, bro. It's not sold out. Lie, bro. Look at all the empty seats, bro. Look at all the empty seats. Fucking hell, man. Is that empty seats I'm seeing, or is it people just wearing Real Madrid shirts? Maybe it's just people wearing Real Madrid shirts. Better not be seeing all them empty seats, bro. Yeah, the quality is not great at the moment. Same height as Gurhi. Mark Gurhi, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing about him that has always kind of put me slightly off is his height as well and his aerial his aerial duel success rate, because everything else is great on the ground, the pace, the passing, both feet, the leadership, the channel defending, like everything's there. It's just the aerial, because I think our defense, in terms of the best defenders we have, they're not aerially dominant enough. I don't think Fofana's aerially dominant enough. I mean, to be fair, Fofana's very good aerially when you see him in open play. But from corners, I mean, from set pieces, I don't see us really imposing ourselves aerially enough and getting goals. We obviously saw Tosin score. Disasi's capable, probably. Badia Shield, but they're not starters. So I need a starter centre-back that's actually going to be a massive threat in the set pieces, like someone like Gabriel is. So that's my only thing that put me off a little bit. Yo, bro, big up. What you saying? Inter versus Napoli starting soon. Yeah, games in Saudi. The games in Saudi the last couple of years. I know it was there last year. Chat were telling me it's been there for, 3 years? 4 years? Is this the 4th year? Yeah, it's in Saudi, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Balling behind. Yeah, they've gone very defensive so far, Real Madrid, in this first 13 minutes. They can't really get out their own half. Can't really string too many passes together either. They're struggling. That's definitely a foul from Yamal. It's got nowhere near the ball. Bring on, yeah. Oh, Vini, go on. Vini, get the shot off. Oh, Straight at the goalkeeper, man. Didn't really get it off the ground. Didn't really wrap his foot around it. Such a shame because he was in a good angle there. He was in a good spot. Yeah, didn't open up his body. That's what they're saying on commentary. It's right. But hopefully, come on. Yeah, he could have done better. Bruh, who got sucked in there, man? Was that Kabassi? Nah, that was poor from Kabassi. He got sucked in, man. That was poor. Sucked in. Vini just left him for dead with pace. He committed way too early on the halfway line. Ball in. Yeah, that Vini season before Mbappe arrived. Was it him, Bellingham, and Rodrigo front three? That was Vini's year, man. That was Vini's year. He thought he would have got the Ballon d'Or, but he didn't get it. In the end, Rodri got it, but that was his year. Champions League final, Dortmund. And he still had a bit of a weird patch in the middle of the season, I think, where he kind of tailed off. But for most of that season, he was on point. But since then, he's not really been the same. But this is the thing. Sometimes you have too many cooks in the kitchen. It's difficult for him and Mbappe maybe to both be main men in this team. They both occupy. I think they both occupied. Like the areas they want to occupy are very similar, and I think their strength is off that left hand side as well. So I think they'd both be better playing into a natural traditional striker. I think that's exactly what Mbappe was saying when he was at PSG. He wanted to play with a proper number 9, a focal point. He didn't really want to maybe play with Neymar and Messi. That was the rumors anyway. That was the rumors. Rodrigo. It's not a great corner. No goal in 16 games. Yeah, but Mbappe's having a ridiculous goal scoring season. You know what I mean? Mbappe's having an incredible goal scoring season. Sometimes you need balance. You need balance. How many goals has Mbappe got this season in La Liga? 18 in 18. That is mad. 18 goals in 18 for Mbappe in the league. And 9 goals in 5 in the Champions League. He scored more goals than games in those 2 competitions. So the only time I've seen, actually, that's not, tell a lie. I've seen a few front lines that have been equally, the goals and the assists have been equally shared across the front line. You look at Suarez, Neymar, Messi, MSN. That was fantastic. You look at Aguero, Tevez as a front 2. That was brilliant. Even Rooney sacrificed himself quite a lot in that season for Van Persie. Maybe Rooney, Tevez, and Ronaldo was quite, as balanced as it could be, considering Ronaldo was a freak. But it's difficult, man. It's difficult. Yeah, Sane, Sterling, Aguero. But I feel like that was pure balance. You got 2 wingers and a striker. I'm more thinking of systems where there's 2 strikers in it, or there's a load of playmakers like MSN. It's difficult. You have to be very selfless, and there can't be no ego, and you gotta really just be playing for the team, and the statistics will just come, But it's difficult for main men to go into environments where they're not the main man anymore and change the mentality. Mbappe used to be in the main man, so is Vini. Since Benzema left, really, Vini's been the main man up top for Madrid in the attack. Rodrigo's more of a supporting act. Mane, Firmino, Salah, yeah, that was, and Suarez, Sturridge, Sterling was great as well. Liverpool have had a couple. Yeah. We don't really build our attacks like that, to be honest, so I don't really have any for us. Barcelona in possession. Someone said Gallagher, Mount Havertz. Oh my days. That is crazy. And them three didn't even really play together. It was Werner, Mount, and Havertz. Gallagher and Mount didn't really play together and be part of anything important. Gallagher was kind of just coming in, I think, off the Palace loan, and Mount was more on his way out from all the politics. They didn't overlap for long. If they did at all, I'm trying to think. Drogba and Elka Malouda. Yeah. Maybe under Ancelotti. Malouda got a lot of goals that season. I can't remember how many goals Anelka got that season. I don't remember Anelka getting a load of goals in that Ancelotti season, but I might be incorrect in saying that. Drogba obviously got the golden boot. He was flying that year. Malouda, I think, got 15 goals. He was very, very good. Can't remember how many Anelka got. I know Anelka got the golden boot when we didn't win the league. In the, was it the following season? We finished second, I think, to Manchester United. Obviously, he gets sacked. Ancelotti, I think he got 19 goals. Anelka, I remember him scoring a belter against Sunderland at Stadium of Light. I think it was on the last day to get the golden boot. Here's Yamal. Yeah, I can't remember. Did he get 21 that season? Yeah, I know Drogba got brazy numbers. I can't remember how many Anelka got. Malouda did well. Lampard obviously got loads of goals. He always got 20 every year. So I can't remember how many goals Anelka got. Surely he couldn't have got 20 plus as well. I don't think he did. Surely. But then we did score a lot of goals that year, to be fair. So maybe he got a fair few. Let me go and check. And what was it? That was 09-10 season. Let me see. I'm just thinking, how can Drogba get, what was it, 30 or whatever it was? And how can Lampard get his normal 20? Malouda got definitely about 15, and then Anelka's chipping in with Bear as well. That's a madness. Let me check. 09-10 Ancelotti. Barcelona in possession. He got 11. He got 11 that season, yeah. I knew it wasn't anything mad. He got 11 goals that season. The season after, which season was it? Was it season after or season before? 08-09? Maybe I'm getting the seasons confused. Yeah, that's it. It wasn't the season after, it was the season before. 08-09, he gets 19 goals for Chelsea, golden boot, 37 games. The season after Moscow. Yeah. Yeah. 21 minutes gone. Very late. I'm not gonna lie, that's definitely on purpose. That's definitely on purpose. He's definitely meant that. It's so unnatural for him to put his studs on Yamal there. There's no way that's an accident. It's not even in his, like, he's not even running in that way. He's just so out of his lane to just stick his foot out like that and just studs on Yamal's ankle. It's crazy. Crazy. Nasty. Should be booked. He just wanted to leave one on him. He's chipping away at him because he knows if Yamal's on it, it's long. Valencia had Morientes, David Villa, Mata, Silva, Yaquine. Woo! Those were the days at Valencia, man. I'm sure you're forgetting someone else as well. Was it not Vicente? There's another one. They had a couple of nice midfielders as well. They had a nice Argentine centre-back that I can't remember the name of as well, beginning with A. The Spanish goalkeeper, I think he was like maybe third choice for Spain behind Valdez and Casillas. Yeah, bro, they had ballers. Valencia used to be stacked. Pablo Aimar as well, stacked. Hey, listen, I need to go back and watch them Valencia games. Valencia used to be stacked. I used to love Valencia back in the day. I used to love that Valencia team. We played them in the Champions League, I remember. I think we beat them 2-1 at the, was it Malassa? I don't even remember. Malaysia? I can't remember how to say the stadium. Sevilla. Sevilla with Luis Fabiano. Oh, no, don't do this to me, man. Sevilla used to be all right. They racked up them Europas, to be fair. You enjoyed the intro on the Big Six, yeah? Yeah, man was struggling. Ah, man, don't worry, man. I know how to light the cigar, man. I was just playing around. You saw me on Best of Enemies when I was wearing the suit, man. I lit it just fine. Mastalia. Who else was sick back then? I'm trying to think of teams. It's a one-off game. It's a one-off game. Don't worry. Every game against Arsenal is a war, man. We need to beat them, bro. I know it's over 2 legs and the last second legs at the Emirates, bro. We need to beat them, man. They're top of the league. We need to take them out of that cup, man. They need a humbling or something. They need taking down a peg or two, man. We need to do something. We can't be going out to Arsenal in the semi-final, letting them go to Wembley and they're top of the league. Fuck, man. Come on. Got to do something, guys. It's ridiculous now. Uh, 25 minutes gone. Barca. $25 minutes gone. Barca in possession. Real Madrid, apart from that Vini chance on the break, they've not really been able to get a foothold in this game. To be fair, Barcelona have not created any real big clear-cut opportunities either. Courtois has not really been forced into anything. They just had the ball, Barca. They've just had possession, but they've not really done anything serious with it, to be honest. It's been very passive, this game. Very passive. Del Piero, Trezeguet, Zlatan, Nedved. Oh, mad. Del Piero. Raquelme at Villarreal. Bro, ballers, man. We had ballers. This is why sometimes from a football perspective, I wish I was a bit older because I didn't get to see these guys when I was taking in football. Ooh, Courtois save from Rafinha. When I was watching, like, seeing these guys, I was very young. It was more me collecting, like, football cards or FIFA, like, very early days of FIFA and Pro Evolution. So I kind of knew them from that. Maybe a little bit of Football Manager as well. I was playing Sunday League. I wasn't really watching, like, loads of full 90s. I wish I was a bit older and I would have really got these guys fully. You know, I would have fully taken them in. Benzema at Lyon was, yeah. Bro, that's the thing. That's the thing. I know about all of them, and I know how sick they are, but I just didn't, not quite the right age. I think if you were born in early, I think if you were born in the late 80s, early 90s, I'm going to say late 80s, late or mid 80s, I think you got the perfect, yeah, you hit the jackpot, I'll be real. You know what I mean? I think you hit the jackpot there. Because then by the time late 90s come along, you're ready. You're ready. Mm. It's Pedri again. Garcia. Pedri. Garcia. Bit of a press from Madrid. Broken. Pff, immediately. Oi. Come on. Oh, he still got it through to Yamal. Chop him. Oh, okay. Go on. Kunde. Yamal. Too much space. Go on. Oh, the touch, Yamal. Fuck's sake, man. Oh, Yamal, man. Oh, Yamal, come on. Come on. He was in space. He was really in space, man. Yamal was in... Barcelona had a nice bit of play there. They got a decent amount of space for Yamal to make something happen on that left foot. And he just messed it up with that touch. Could have easily got a shot off. On a normal day, Yamal gets a shot off there. It's annoying. Annoying. Cooling break. I don't know what temperatures are out there in Saudi, but it must be something serious. He was born in 07. Yeah, that's right in the thick of it. That's a bit peak. Yeah, yeah, you did miss quite a bit. You definitely missed quite a bit. Yeah, it ain't easy. Jamal never left, bro. Jamal actually never left. You're saying Jamal's back, but Jamal never left, bro. Jamal actually never left. Never left. Drinks break. Right, well, let me see what's saying. What's the chat? Jamal at heart. Marcus Senna, unsung hero during the Spain 2008 Euros team. Yeah. He was another one at Villarreal as well. What do you think of Riquelme? Bro, my biggest memories of Riquelme is constantly always going on Football Manager and him ripping my whole team up a new one. This brother was just 20s on everything, bro. Man was 17, 18, 19, 20 on everything. This guy was ripping me up constantly on that game on Champions League. This guy was filth. He's a true 10. Him, Aymar, them type of guys. Bare 10s back then. But yeah, Riquelme was technically dumb. Yeah, man. Those were the days on any game, bro. Prevolution. Bro, when you got players like that, man, it was so fun, I can't lie. It was so fun. Yeah. The great AC Milan team. I remember the Shevchenkos and the Inzagis and all that up there. Stupid ratings across the board. Seedorf, Gattuso, Kaká, Maldini, Nesta. I can't remember if Zambrotta was part of that team. I think he was at Barca at that point. Zambrotta and Belletti. Abridal. Poyo. Yeah, man. It was sick. Totti. Yeah, Totti was another one. So there were so many freaks of nature that were outside of the biggest clubs. Like they were just in those kind of like, oh, what a chance, Gonzalo Garcia. Man, another big chance. Real Madrid on the break. But yeah, there were so many like world beaters just at these teams that weren't really vying for majors, but they just loved the club so much. They just wanted to just ball out there and be a local hero. But in this day and age, they'd be some of the biggest names and some of the most talented players, top 4, top 5 players out there. I don't know. I think Alexandre Pato, it just seemed to be injuries from what I remember that went wrong for him. He was mad when he first came into the scene at AC Milan, but I think it was just injuries that ruined him. Oh, shot over the bar from Lopez. Over the bar. Could he hit the target there? But there's been a few more chances in the last few moments for both these teams. The game's opening up a little bit, which is good. Yeah, he just puts Lopez off too much, man. Gets right underneath it. Skies it. I don't know why we were linked with Vini a few days ago, man. What kind of lazy nonsense journalism is that? So silly. So silly, man. Oh, they're talking about Lopez links. Go on, Lewandowski, Yamal. Yamal, oh, that's a ball. Yamal, that's a ball. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. You got to finish that. You have to finish that, Rafinha. Oh, my days. Yamal has just played an absolute worldie of a pass. First time, I believe. And Rafinha just has to let this come across him and just hit it. And he's struck it too early and he's just, what is he doing? Oh my day. He's missed the target by so far of a margin. It's insane. He's so way off with that shot. It's not even like it's unfortunate. He's mishit that so badly. Courtois must have been thinking, raw, I'm cut out. I've got my work cut out with this opportunity here. And he's just smashed it so wide of the goal. It's crazy. Can't believe it from Rafinha. Go on, Rafinha. Make up for it. Yes! He's made up for it. Rafinha scores. 1-0 to Barcelona. I just want to go. I don't care who gets it. I really don't. But that's the type of finish we were expecting in the previous move. Similar type area and angle. And he just drills it into the bottom corner, Rafinha. And he just makes atone for the mistake that he made earlier on with the nasty finish that he had. Fantastic from Rafinha. 1-0 to Barcelona, 35 minutes in. Wow, we got our first goal. We've got our first goal, people. Buzzing. I just want to see something, man. I don't give a damn. If Barcelona want to smash up Real Madrid today 5-0, that's their own business. But yeah, he goes 1v1 on oh, he just sits him on I think it was Tchouaméni, is it? Yeah. Look at Tchouaméni backpedaling, bang. Pff, rifle into the bottom corner. Generates so much power. It's gone past Courtois before he can even get down. There's nothing the goalkeeper can do about it. It's right in the corner. 1-0 Barca, man. Great finish. Tchouaméni didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Boy. 1-0 Barcelona. They had a couple chances, you know. They had a couple chances, Barca. They've been the better team. They've had more of the ball, but they've had more chances. But again, it's not been an absolute plethora of opportunities. That Rafinha was a big moment. Lopez had a moment just before that as well. They were kind of knocking on the door. Now Yamal's had some. Oh, Yamal. He's left him for dead. Go on. Oh, that's poor. Yamal from a standing position, man. My days. That guy was gone. It's a poor pass, but he left him. Standing start, absolutely left him. Absolutely left him. Am I doing City versus Newcastle first leg Tuesday? I think I am, yeah. I think I am. I do want to see how that game goes. It should be a good game. First leg. Because obviously the mob is going to be doing Chelsea-Arsenal on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm thinking to do that one. Nothing, as long as nothing mad pops up, I should be fine. How are Real Madrid going to respond to this? That's what I'm interested to see now. How are they going to respond? Yeah, Tobes and Saeed had 2 L's in the last 2 days, so Big Six will be interesting on Monday. That's a point on commentary. If that was Mbappe on the pitch for the Vini chance, and maybe Garcia's as well, would Real Madrid have got their goal? Probably, in the form that he's in this season. Mbappe probably puts that in the back of the net. Real Madrid take the lead. Maybe it's a different game. The other two weren't clinical. Man United will only play 40 games this season, the lowest number in 111 years. Yeah, I can imagine that that's the kind of stat that you're reading, and that's facts, because when was the last time Man United not only had no European football, but also went out at the earliest point in both cups? Going out in the earliest point in one cup is something, but doing it in both cups is blasphemy. Great save from Courtois on the near post from Fermin Lopez. Barcelona still ticking over, looking for that second goal. Yamal again. Great reverse ball. Bang. Hoyson trying to come across. But yeah, that's, bro, I'm telling you, you've never seen Man United put up some of the shit they've put up this season in terms of competitions. Ever in your life. Ever. It's not even like they played like Man City in the third round of the FA Cup. These men played Brighton at home. Another save from Courtois. He's getting put to work. And Grimsby, you know? You literally can't play anyone good in the second round of the Carabao Cup. It's impossible. Right? And you're only in that because of the European situation. Or because of where they finished in the league. But crazy. Crazy. Corner for Barcelona. They might get a second, you know. You guys might have been onto something with the predictions. I tried to... Oh, that's a shocking corner. I tried to be different and go over Real Madrid, but you might remember you might be right. By the time Mbappe comes on in the second half in like 70, 75, this game might be done. Real Madrid, apart from a few counterattacks, they have not been able to really get a foothold in this game at all. And they're not really having a spell of possession. They haven't been able to play through Camavinga and Tchouameni in midfield. I've barely seen Bellingham on the ball at all. I've just seen a couple of breaks for Vini, and that's it. And they're just getting counter-pressed the shit out of. They can't keep the ball. Barcelona are just all over them. Way more energy in the midfield from De Jong, Pedri, and Lopez. They're just suffocating them. And they're just bopping it about. Just with ease. But Real Madrid are barely pressing. When they do, it's half-baked. Barcelona can play for it very easily. Like, the press is so poor. It's like Real Madrid are carrying bricks on their back. There's no energy in this team. I don't know what's going on. Bro, look how easy it is for Barca. Just playing it about. No, they're not even dueling. There's no duels. Anytime Real Madrid get near them, they're fouling them. And this brother must be booked by now, man. Come on. What's he? Let me check this guy. He's been all over Yamal. He's not getting nowhere near him today. He must be on a booking. This is the Garcia chance. The Garcia chance. Such a poor shot as well. Really needs to take that on his left foot. People are not impressed with this back five or back three from Xabi Alonso in the chat. Let me see. He's not even booked this left back. I don't know how this referee's not booked this left back. Yeah. It's the back five, innit? And then the two-man midfield. It's true. Xabi Alonso needs to switch it up. He's not got a grip at the midfield. You lot are right. Surely he just needs to push Valverde into midfield. And who can go right back? I don't know. It's difficult. Do you really want to see Asensio at right back with Rafinha over there? Probably not. Biggest mismatch of your life. Ooh, we got a bomber. Branching out Instagram has been dropped. It looks like Thuggery. Looks like Thuggery to me. Branching out Instagram is officially there, people. Go follow that up. Be much appreciated. There's a clips branching out channel coming soon if it's not there already. Actually, it is there already. I'll have to get you lot the link for that soon as well. Branching out, it's getting its own platform. It's getting its own platforms now. Put that on my story as well. Nearly half time, people. Nearly half time. This is crazy from Real Madrid. I knew the first half would, you know, until Mbappe gets on this pitch, I knew it would be a little bit of just hold on and stay in the game until he comes in. But my goodness, I thought they'd offer a bit more than this. Pedri trying to find a way through. There's a couple of minutes left until half-time. Real Madrid still can't mount a counter-attack. Defenders just stepping out. Garcia steps out, just gets the ball. Yamal was in a bit of... Who's that over there in a bit of space? I don't even think it's even... Here's Vini. Vini's up against Koundé. Vini. Oh, he's... Oh, Vini! Vini! Oh, he's absolutely annihilated Koundé on the 1v1. 1-1. Out of nothing. Oh, my days. That is out of absolutely nothing. Jules Koundé ripped open, ripped apart. And Vinicius Jr. makes some magic. Individual brilliance, cutting in and just waiting and waiting till the right moment to release the shot. That is what an individual can do for you, because that is not got nothing to do with any other Real Madrid player. From where he receives this ball, look at this. Receives the ball on the halfway line, 1v1 with Koundé, and says, right, me versus you. Bang. Puts on the accelerator, squares him up. 2-1 comes across. Nutmeg, touch, round the defender, bottom corner. That's individual brilliance at its best. That's all that is. Nobody else involved. Just me, you, and the football. Pedri didn't really want none of it. He came across, but he didn't really want to stop Vini. Maybe he should get a bit closer as well, because Koundé's maybe, I don't know. It's brilliance. It's brilliance from Vini anyway. Wow. That's crazy, because that's come out of nothing. But it's made this game a lot more interesting in the second half. That's world class. But it's his first goal in 16 games. People want to remind you. You know what I'm saying? They want to remind you in the chat, first goal in 16 games, but it was a great goal. It's a great goal. It is a great goal. Wowee. Oh! It's 2-1! What is going on here? Oh my days! Yo! This game is going off, people. It's 2-1 Barcelona. I was like, we're about to hit half time. There's not much time left. I'm looking at my timer. And, no, there's time. There's time. There's always time for something. Real Madrid will be kicking themselves, man. I think there's going to be a VAR check. Real Madrid will be kicking themselves. They literally just equalized. It's not offside. He's way onside. I don't even know why there's a VAR check. That is a world-class finish. Look at this pass. And the first touch, bang, boom. As soon as Courtois comes out, he just dinks it over him, off the post and in. It's a great pass from Pedri. But Lewandowski, man, the quality. Oh, come on. That is world-class from a striker there. Just baits Courtois in, dinks it over him, off the post and in, 2-1. One chance, I think, for Lewandowski in this game and one goal. He's clinical. Clinical. That is proper. I mean, the space that Real Madrid afforded, it's not offside. The space that Real Madrid afforded Lewandowski there is shambolic. It's embarrassing. You cannot leave that amount of space for him in between the two centre-backs. They have to look at themselves at half-time, because I actually can't believe how easy that pass is for Pedri. It's not like Pedri's had to play an absolute blinder. He hasn't had to split anything, right? It was just bang. Easy, open sesame, and that's it. Like, it wasn't difficult. But job done. What a goal. Half-time coming up, and the branching out clips channel is pinned as well in the chat, so definitely subscribe to that as well. So you'll be getting, down the line, after the episodes drop, you'll be getting smaller videos there. Off the post! Oh! Oh! What's going on? It's 2-2! Oh my days! What on earth is going on? This is sensational. This end to the first half is absolutely sensational. What on earth is going on? Barcelona players are complaining that there's been, 6 minutes of added on time when there was initially meant to be 3. But every single goal that goes in, the more time that just gets added on and the more goals that just go in. Initially, the header hits the bar. Then I think Gonzalo Garcia gets the rebound. He's hit the bar again, but it's hit the bar and in. And fair play to Rafinha. He's headed this onto the crossbar in the first place. He has headed this onto the crossbar. Every inch of Rafinha, every inch, he's leaped to head this Huijsen shot. You know, he's hit. Oh, it's great defending for Rafinha. But Gonzalo Garcia is on the rebound. And the finish is just fantastic, man. The finish is fantastic. Wow. Wow. 2-2. 2-2. Gonzalo Garcia. Him and Vini have atoned for the errors earlier with the finishing that they had. The referee's going to blow for half-time at some point. But this has been a mad 5 minutes. Mad 5 minutes. This has been brilliant, man. What on earth? What on earth? Half-time. Half-time in this game. Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 2. What on earth was that at the end of that first half? It went from a very controlling, pretty comprehensive 1-0 lead for Barcelona in terms of the balance of play. And then it just went into absolute frenzy from both teams. Real Madrid, initially from Vini on the break, solo goal, immediate retaliation from Pedri and Lewandowski, and then immediate retaliation again from the corner from Huijsen and Gonzalo Garcia. That was a ridiculous last 5 minutes. I'm buzzing. I said I wanted to be entertained. It was looking a little stale in the first 30, 40 minutes in terms of Real Madrid, especially because they didn't really offer much. But now we have prime time entertainment people in this El Clasico. We're going to get to talking in a minute. I mean, the subs benches are on screen if you're thinking of making any changes in your head. Let me know what you're thinking. But Like I said earlier, Branching Out Clips channel is pinned in the chat. So go subscribe to that if you can. Be much appreciated. There's going to be videos dropping on that. There'll be some shorts. There'll be some shorter videos, maybe 10, 15-minute videos. So if you enjoy the podcast and you're enjoying the episodes that we're dropping on a 2-weekly basis, then fortnightly basis, then of course go and subscribe to that channel. That's its own thing. I've never had another channel, but this is it now. We got another channel, so go check that out. Be much appreciated. All right, cool. Wow. Just breathe. We gotta breathe. We gotta cleanse our eyes. This El Classico has liftoff. Let me go through the chat. Let me go through the. Wait, first of all, I need to even close this poll because this poll needs to close. This poll needs to close. What a game. Appreciate it. What a game. Oh, man. This game's been crazy. Will you ever have non-football content creators on Branching Out? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why it's called Branching Out, you know. It's not going to be just what you expect. And really, it's only because I'm learning a new skill and I'm learning the role that I've got people on that I'm familiar with. And we're just, you know, we're only just starting out. So it's good for you guys. You know the guests, you want to hear about their lives and their stories. And it makes sense to start with the people we've started with. And it also helps me continue to keep improving. So I'm learning, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. It's been good, man. But yeah, there is no limitations. In terms of guests, you can think of any possible person outside of this football content, and it could definitely happen, you know, in the next, you know, in the future, in the next few years. There's no limitations. Mega pause. Man said every inch of Rafinha. I knew when I said that you man were going to go off, but I was like, I can't describe the leap and the height and the amount of effort that he put in to heading that ball onto the bar. I couldn't think of any other way to phrase it, so I had to say it how it was. That's what it was. Give me another 180 minutes of this. Oh, I got plans after this. I actually need this to end in the 90, but I'll be real. It's been a great game. It's been an incredible game. It would be just my luck that it does go all the way to the extra time and 120 minutes. There's no need to consider Vini for Chelsea because that is not happening. Chelsea are not going to go for Vini, and Vini is not going to come to Chelsea. The wages alone should tell you that, let alone the transfer fee. So it's just an absolute non-starter. It's a Chelsea that couldn't even compete for Semenyo from Bournemouth. So where this Vini stuff is coming from, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Lazy journalism. Waste of time. You want to see that transfer, go and load up FIFA, you know, go and load up EA FC. That's the closest you're going to get to making that transfer. It's not going to happen in real life. Are these defenses better than Chelsea's? I doubt. Depends who's playing. You know, if Badiashile, Tosin, and Chalobah, any version of them pairing up together are playing, then obviously it becomes a very long day. Who do you think the top 3 teams who do you think will be the top 3 teams in this World Cup upcoming, excluding England in order, please? Also, big up, bro. You've been smashing it. Stay focused. Thank you very much, as I will do, 100%. Top 3 teams. I don't think you can look beyond Spain and what they did in the last Euros. They were brilliant. And they got a lot of quality and a lot of talent and depth now in that team. So you've got to look at Spain. I think France are another one you absolutely have to look at. The World Cup holders, Argentina. What's Messi got in the tank? I think Brazil, I don't know. Under Carlo Ancelotti, I'd love to think that Brazil could be a strong nation in this World Cup, but I'm not convinced with what I was watching from Brazil prior to this tournament. So I'm not too sure about that. The quality. And Vini doesn't really seem to enjoy the Brazilian limelight. You know, he doesn't really seem to have his best days in that shirt. The striker position is very, 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 very spooky. Obviously, Esteval had a great international break last time, so that's the right wing potentially looking decent. But yeah, Brazil are a little bit all over the place. I think they're going through it. You know, they're definitely going through it right now. I don't know with them. Who else is there? I'd say probably that's going to be your top 3. Germany, they've got some quality. You know, Musiala, Florian Wirtz, Voltemade, they've got some quality, Germany. But maybe not top 3, you know. But yeah, I'd say that's probably my top 3, those 3 nations there, for excluding England. And England, you kind of have to include England with the recent finals that they've been getting to in all these comps as well, you know, and semi-finals. But if you're not including England, I say that's probably my top three. Let's see. What's this? I'm not sure what this super chat means. I'm going to come back to it in a minute, bro. It's a little bit confusing. No, he said excluding England. He said excluding England. So that's why I said Spain, Argentina, and France. Because he said excluding England. I think Real Madrid are winning this. That's the thing. Real Madrid, over the course of the 45 minutes, it's mad to think that they're 2-2. It really is. Genuinely crazy to think that they're 2-2 here, but they are. And Mbappe still has to enter this pitch. Mbappe still is to enter this pitch, and they're only going to become more dangerous with Mbappe. You're not really seeing much from Rodrigo on that right-hand side. It's mainly gone down the left with Vini. Add Mbappe into this, as long as the balance can still be struck. That's just a world-class forward that you're bringing onto the pitch to come and cause problems against this high line. A high line that remains high, will be high until the end of the game. And Mbappe's got that blistering pace in behind as long as he's fully fit to come and expose. So it could go either way, because Barcelona are the better team. They got the better chemistry, the better understanding on the pitch in terms of the system, in terms of the football that they're playing with the possession. But in terms of the big name hitter that could come and just flip this coin and just turn this game on its head, of course Mbappe can do that. So it's anyone's game, bro. But they need to get to that point where Mbappe comes on. That's the thing. And so far, they look like they might actually get there. It's about Pedri and Yamal and Vini being more fun to watch than Martinelli and Zubimendi. Arsenal are the best team in the world, but this is much more fun to watch. I must be talking to someone else in the chat. Starved of these games in the Premier League these days. Now we got to go back to boring Chelsea ball. What else is being said? Will you ever? No, we read that one already. Our Classico does usually provide bangers. It does. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. When was the last time you seen an El Clasico and it wasn't good? This is why we're here. It's always got goals. So that's why I was almost puzzled. I was almost puzzled that, that there was not a lot of opportunity for Real Madrid in the first half up until it started becoming crazy, because that high line is right there to be exposed. They just got to get that ball in behind correct, and they're going to get a chance. So, but they managed to get it. They managed to get it in the end. Ecuador could be dark horses. Yeah, I've seen a few people mention Ecuador, actually. Portugal as well. Another one to keep an eye on, maybe. Yeah, it's quite a few nations. Like, it should be interesting. It's just let's see how it goes. More teams than ever before. So let's see. Anything else in the chat? What is this pinned? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's get these subscribers up for branching out clips as well, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of hard work put in on that on them 5 episodes that have dropped. We've got more dropping soon. In about, well, what will it be? I've got another recording coming up this week. So let's get them subscribers up for the branching out clips channel. Because the launch of that ain't been no joke. It's been a serious launch. A lot of hours getting put in there, man. Big up score every time. Every episode's just been on a madness, people. A lot of support, mad numbers, mad support already. Isn't there a way where we could swap Rafinha for Neto? You man are crazy. You man are genuinely crazy. There's no way, bro. You just have to enjoy it. Like, you can't link none of these brothers on this pitch to our football club, man. Their wages, their fees, their agent fees. Just enjoy the game, because you ain't getting none of this. I'm trying to think who could come on outside of. Is Gulo really going to come on? Xabi Alonso is probably not going to tweak the system either now that they're 2-2. I don't know. And Rashford could come on for Barca. Maybe later on in this game. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't really feel like anyone in that Barcelona attack needs to come off. I feel like everybody's looking dangerous, playing their part, getting involved. Rafinha's got his goal. Yamal's been causing havoc. He should really have that left back booked as well. Lewandowski, great finish. I don't really feel like there's any reason for anyone to come off in that Barcelona attack right now. So maybe it will just be freshening things up on the 70th minute. But in terms of performance, I wouldn't really be looking to take anyone off. It's been a good game. Yes. Yeah, the commentator did say that. He said, why would anyone leave Barcelona to come to Chelsea right now? That was in relation to the Furman Fermin Lopez link. When I saw that link, I just knew it was some unserious nonsense. There was just never a chance that we were taking Fermin Lopez out of Barcelona to come to Chelsea. It just didn't make any sense, guys. It didn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't understand the logic. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not comprehend. Let's see. What's going on? Chelsea catching strays during the... Yeah. It's true. Catching strays. Catching strays on commentary and an El Classico. We can't just rest for one day. Even when we run from Chelsea and we come to watch this El Classico, it's got nothing to do with our football club. Still catching strays on the commentary. No, Mbappe hasn't come on yet. He hasn't come on yet. He'll come on in the second half. How long was Mbappe out for, guys? Let me know in the chat. Any Madristas, any La Liga fans. Let me know how long has Mbappe been out for? Try and see if we can pinpoint when he's gonna come onto this pitch. If it's been how long has he been out for? I'm trying to remember the last Real Madrid game we covered on this channel. It would have been probably Champions League. I think it may have been the Liverpool. No, it couldn't have been that long ago. When Liverpool beat them 1-0 at Anfield, I think, and Courtois saved them. Like, Courtois saved them that day. They should have lost like 4-0 at Anfield. But that can't have been the last game. Let me see. 2-3. He's been out 2-3 weeks. No, it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. Real Madrid versus Man City. That's the last game we covered, and they lost 2-1 at home about a month ago in the Champions League. Yeah, that's the game we watched. That was about a month ago. Yeah, that's the last game we covered. It was Real Madrid losing 2-1 at home to City. That was the one. Esteval to Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure they were interested, but they signed Endrick, and Endrick is now on loan at Lyon. They need to focus on their own Brazilian Palmeiras asset. You know what I'm saying? Their star. They need to focus. Out here talking about signing someone else, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said Martinelli or Neto. Jesus Christ. No, thank you. That's my response. Just no, thank you. I know Martinelli got a hat-trick against Portsmouth today, so his stocks are going to be through the roof, I'm assuming. But just no, thank you. I don't like that type of winger as my starting winger. As an impact off the bench, when you're hopefully winning the game and then you've got a bit of space to play into, absolutely they can kill you on the counter. But in terms of as a starting winger in a top team, not for me. Martinelli's not kicked on the way he looked like he was going to kick on when he was younger. And Neto's always been that guy. So it is what it is. But yeah, the next one's locked in. Man said, I'm just watching this Vini goal back. My goodness. If we win the Champions League, is the project still a fail? No. I think if you win the Champions League or the Premier League, you can then justify all of the bullshit that's happened, and you can say, right, it's no longer a failure because we've now picked up the biggest trophy in club football, which is the Champions League, and it's our third one in our history. So we're not Real Madrid, so we're very grateful for the third Champions League in our history. Believe me, those are the two trophies that can put an end to the revolt. I think a Premier League title or a Champions League title, but those are the only two trophies for me that can put an end to the revolt and actually can justify this as not a failure. FA Cup doesn't do that for me. Carabao Cup doesn't do that for me, because they said they was going to make us the very best. So to be the very best, you need to win the very best trophies. We were winning cups before Roman. You know, we're not shy for a cup. We weren't known as a cup team. Anyone can win a cup if you got a decent amount. I mean, Crystal Palace won the FA Cup last season. You know, see Newcastle win the cup in the last few years. You can win a cup. A lot of teams can win a cup. Yeah. It's an automatic success trigger if you win the Champions League or the Premier League. I think if you win the Champions League or the Premier League soon, you can justify it. If you win the Champions League or the Premier League in 10 years, the project is still a failure, yes. Because you can't take that long to bring a major through the door and say that the project was a success. Because we can very clearly define a time limit here and say, okay, no, this has taken too long now. Someone else would have done a better job with a different strategy. You know, if I tell you I'm going to build a house in a year and it takes me 7 years, that's a failure because someone else would have just built it quicker, or at least they would have had a delay of a year or two, not 7 years it would have taken. So there's a limit to that. You know, you can't win the Champions League in 2040 and say that the whole thing was a success. That's not going to run. That's not going to run. All right, cool. Second half's going to kick off in a minute. I can't wait for this second half. This is going to be mad. The way that these two teams ended that first half, if they got anything similar to offer in the second half, we're going to have some fun. We are going to have some serious fun, chat. Let me get this timer ready. Bro, I actually can't believe the way that first half ended. My body wasn't even ready for all that drama, fam. I was just spooked. Absolutely spooked. Everybody was just chilling. We were all chilling in the chat. We chilling, relaxing, talking, normal inside voices. Then next thing you know, everything just starts going off like fireworks, fam. It was crazy. Right, we've kicked off. Second half's kicked off, guys. Timer should be in full effect. Let's go, man. Buzzing. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Big up. Does it go straight to penalties extra time? I'm not sure. Someone else was saying they want to see 180 minutes. So 120 minutes, sorry. So is this going to be... is this an extra time after this, guys? Must be like... I think it is. FA Cup will move me, not going to lie. Yeah, no, listen. If we win the FA Cup, I'll be delighted. But I don't think that means the project's been a success. You can separate the two, you know? I don't think that now means that the project's been a success because we got an FA Cup. That's not how I see that. I think only a Premier League and a Champions League can do that. But if we win the FA Cup, I'll be very happy because I want to win the FA Cup. But I think in terms of shifting yeah, for me, that's no. People are talking. Hold on a second. Corner's going to come in here. Barcelona, Real Madrid, 2-2. Ball in. See, am I a bit off? People are saying that was a penalty. But referee's not even looking at it, so... Nah, there's no pen, guys. There's no pen. People are saying there's a penalty shout, but they didn't even check it. No one really even appealed for it, so... Ooh. Oh, man. When is this cold gonna go, man? Bloody hell. Cheer many on the floor. Man just put in 2-0 Brighton. You're funny. Man's on the Internet Explorer settings. Man's on the Microsoft Edge. Man's on the Bing. Man's on the Firebox. Oh. Ah. The Firefox, fam. Man called it the Firebox. Oh, dear. Man said the Firebox. Barcelona in possession. Here's De Jong. Gonna play out wide. Yamal. Yamal. He's gonna play advantage. Shoot. Oh. You could say that's a free kick, ref. But he said, no, I played advantage, so you're not gonna get the free kick. You're not gonna get the free kick. It's a foul. It's a foul by Camavinga. For me, that should have been a free kick to Barcelona. There wasn't really a crazy advantage there anyway. Should have given a free kick. It's a clear foul by Camavinga on Yamal. But Real Madrid look I don't know, let's see. But hopefully they look a little bit more lively than they did in the start of the first half. Clears from Courtois. Vini touch. Ah, Vini. If you'd got that touch right, you were gonna be in the clear. You fucked up the touch, man. You could see what he was trying to do, but didn't get it. Woo! Courtois goes long. Vini again isolated with Kabassi. Yeah, I saw him at Ballers League. Yeah, I saw Esteval there. I saw him there. So random, bro. He looked like he was so confused. Man just walking in. Walking in, just following orders. He didn't even have a clue what was going on. Courtois. Camavinga. Very dodgy pass back to Courtois from Camavinga. Tchouameni. Playing in the middle of this free. Good play. Really good play. And they're out of the press. Real Madrid. Now they need to move this ball forward because they've got past the press. Vini. He's got the overlap. Vini on the left. He's got Rodrigo to his right. Vini with the shot. Oh! And Vini on the rebound. Oh! Good save from Garcia initially, but Vini came back for a second bite at the cherry. It's unlucky. Vini's growing in confidence as this game goes on. He's getting a little bit more of the ball. He's looking like he's going to have a say on this game, as he's already had a say. A big say with that individual bit of brilliance that he had earlier in the first half. Right, if they can get that ball to Vini, man. He's running things over there. He's definitely running things over there. $52 minutes. Here's Yamal. Inside. It looks so easy for Yamal to play passes, doesn't it? I don't know why. Ooh, it's a free kick, I think. I don't think it's a penalty. We need a VAR on this check. Ooh, branching out TikTok. Ross, what's going on tonight, fam? Link in the chat. Let's get that followed up as well. Ross Clark. Branching out TikTok now as well. Lord of mercy, chat. Follow the ting early. Don't get left behind. The ting's gonna blow, chat. Don't get left behind. Don't get left behind. I think there's even a clip that's gone out from the Rants one on the Platties there. So check that out. Check the clip out. But yeah, man. It's going to be loads more dropping. Free kick for Barcelona in a very, very good position. No, we won't be doing them live. No. They'll just be pre-recorded, bro. No lives. Lewandowski from the free kick. Over the bar from Rafinha. That's disappointing, man. That was in a good position. And I'm surprised that Yamal didn't size that free kick up as well. Rafinha's got right underneath it. Couldn't get up and down in time. Shame. Because it was in a good area. Really good area. "54 minutes. It's been a good start to this second half. Nowhere near as passive from either team. Certainly a lot more proactive. Go on. Play that. Come on, guys. My dream guest. That's a good question. Let me have a think. Dream guest. Woo! Fuck. Mourinho is a fucking shout, you know. I'm going through names in my head, innit? So I'm trying to limit it. Mourinho is a shout. That is a shout, bro. That's right up there. I'll give you that. That's right up there. Mourinho is a shout. Can you imagine sitting with the special one? Oh my days. And he jokes as well. He's got a great personality. Man said behave. What a hater. What a hater. I'm still thinking. Good catch. Oh, free kick. And that's a yellow card as well. That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card. I think from a YouTube perspective, this might surprise you, but I'm going to go left field because I could easily say like a KSI or something. But I think Abba and Preach, you know. I like Abba and Preach a lot. I think that would be a very, very dope episode. I mean, it's two people, so you got to have three chairs. That's a whole different ball game, but that would be a lot of fun. I'd enjoy that. Trying to think. I don't know. Trying to think from a musicals perspective as well. KSI is an obvious one, of course. He's the UK. And to be honest, Nico is a massive shout as well. You got to put Nico in that conversation. The content that Nico is making right now is crazy, bro. The content that Nico is making right now is crazy. Nico's doing an insane job on his content. Nico's doing an insane job right now. I think he's making the best content. Nico right now. Nico's doing a madness, bro. Trying to think of a music person. 57 minutes gone. 57 minutes. No, we won't sign a defender in this window. No, we won't. We need to sell, bro. There's no space numerically. I said this in the summer as well. It's the same situation. We've still got the same players. Tossin's still here. Desassi's still here. These people need to leave. Until these guys go. Until these guys go. 50 Cent. I think if you're going from an actor perspective as well, you could throw like maybe like a Denzel Washington in there. You could throw in an Eddie Murphy in there. Cat Williams, what an incredible what an incredible tour he went on last year. You know, you could throw in some crazy names, man. You could throw in some crazy names from that side of things. Central C, he's having a great time at the moment. Central C's smashing it right now. I'd love to actually see what Cole Palmer was like on a pod. Cole Palmer don't really talk too much. He don't really talk too much. 60 minutes gone. Headed away. Cleared. It's a foul. Mm. 61 minutes gone. Ball in. Oh, it's Courtois playing about. Cleared. Cut back. No, I have a list. There's a few females on the list, yeah. There's I've got a list that I'm working through at the moment. So as when I get through that first list, then I'll go outside of the football content creators. But at the moment I'm going through a list. Rodrigo. And then when I'm asking you guys in the pinned comment and you guys are like racking up the likes on people on that list, then that obviously just helps me gauge who I need to kind of prioritize. But yeah, the list is there. I look forward to the ones that you're really not expecting. I think so far everybody that's on the list, you kind of know that I've done content with them before, but the ones that I've never done content with before and they come through, that's going to be even better, I think, because it's just going to be a complete shock. It's going to be a complete shock to you, to your systems. I look forward to that. "62 minutes gone. Here's Koundé. Barcelona dominating the possession again, second half. Koundé in behind. Cut back, cleared. Cleared. Yeah, I can confirm that's never gonna happen. That one there is not gonna happen. You do realize I'm letting these people into my yard. I actually have to like the person for them to be in my yard. That's kind of the first thing. Here's Pedri. 64 minutes gone. Barcelona just probing, keeping things ticking. Kunde on the right. Why is all the India Dami fallout on my timeline? That's what I need. That's what I need answering. I'm sure you guys are feeling the same way. I didn't sign up for this. I'm seeing bouncer out here dropping gems and all. I'm like, bruv, why is all this shit on my timeline right now? I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to look for the scoops and for the news. And I'm seeing all this fallout. And I'm seeing this streamer, Moron or some shit all over my timeline. I'm like, excuse me, what's going on right now? Who infected my timeline? Okay. I'm like, bruv, the fuck is going on? I don't give a damn. I don't give a shit what's going on in Duck and Waffle, fam. What's going on? This Marlon character all over my timeline, doing up streams and that. Okay, we don't care, bro. I don't give a shit. This shit is all over my timeline right now. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I'm like, yo. I hear it. I hear it. We got to, bro, we need to show solidarity for Dami. I hear it. But I'm like, bro, he's got it, you know, Dami looks like a cool guy, man. He looks like a cool guy. I think he used to live in Ireland before he went on Love Island, and he's obviously relocated to the UK. He's got his like Snow Bunny merch and all that. Listen, Dami's gonna get over it, man. But I don't know why this shit is on my timeline. That's all I'm saying. Shit is all over my timeline, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh man, it's funny, man. I can't lie, it's hilarious. Man's getting a timeline, minute for minute update on what's happening in Duck and Waffle at 4 a.m. I said, bro, I didn't sign up for this. Whereas Dami, my mate, Dami, my mate is working, bro. Corporate, man's working. I think he's meant to be moving closer to me soon, so I need to chat to him. But I'm sure I'm gonna see him and Anita soon and go for food or something soon. I'm actually linking up with Nini and Goonie after this. So that's why I mean, this hopefully will be done in the 90 because I'm meant to be going to meet up with them brothers after this thing is done. So I need this thing to kind of to end on time. I wasn't really planning extra time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Gulla, yeah, Gulla's coming on. Yeah, Goody's in the UK right now. He just come through last week. Gulla's coming on for Valverde, guys. That's pretty attacking from Xabi Alonso. 67 minutes in, he's bringing on a attacking midfielder for a defensive midfielder. It's a pretty attacking sub. That's a pretty attacking sub, man. Wolves playing more games than United. That's crazy work. That's crazy work when you say it like that. Bro, everybody's playing more games than United. You know them League One teams that have got that St. Johnston's Paint Trophy or that Papa John's Trophy or whatever's going on. Bruv, they got bare games. Them teams, they got bare games. Championship teams, there's more teams in that league automatically playing more games. Every team in the top 4 divisions plays more games this season than Man United. Fact. All them round 1 qualifying FA Cup rounds. Bro, someone needs to actually find me a team that's playing less games than Man United this season. I want to see that. Because it's probably impossible. It's probably impossible. In professional football in this country, it's probably impossible to play less games than Manchester United. Because there's bare teams playing qualifying FA Cup in July, bro. In July, these teams are kicking ball. So who's really playing less games than big Manchester United this season? Who? When them men are trekking to Colchester in the Papa John's Pizza Trophy, you really think these men are not? Bro, I'm telling you. No one's playing less. These men better make Champions League. I'm going to put crazy pressure on Flex on Monday. He thinks this is just a normal Monday. Flex thinks this is a normal Monday. He thinks he's just going to roll up and just give excuses and go. No, no, no. I'm pulling up differently on Monday. I'm cooking him. And I've got a lot of expectations and demands to place upon and put pressure on this big institution. Trust me. Trust me, dog. Saeed as well. Absolutely. You can't be playing this little football and get away with it. Nah. There's repercussions for this. There's repercussions for this one. I'll be honest. That exit, there's definitely repercussions. You're not just going to quietly lose in the third round of the FA Cup and dip. Salah winning AFCON and coming for Robbie and Flex. Yeah. Nigeria doing their thing right now, man. I saw how they absolutely moved to Algeria. And I seen Cams and Liaz going at it. Brilliant viewing. So Nigeria are responding. They're going to try bust jokes. They better save them jokes for someone else. Because I'm not laughing, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm being so serious. 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go, guys. Who's going to get the winner in this El Clasico? Here's your Mal. Cutting in. De Jong. That's a good pass. Sorry, Dani Olmo. Oh, save Courtois. No, that was De Jong. What a save. I mean, I think it was straight at him, to be fair. But nonetheless, big save. Where's Mbappe, man? It's about time. 20 minutes to go. It's about time, Xabi Alonso. Let's get Mbappe on this pitch. Let's get Mbappe on this pitch. Sorry about all this sniffing, fam. I think you could... Oh, that's a good pass. Cut back. Courtois. Come on, Mbappe, man. Let's get Mbappe on this pitch. Let's get Mbappe on this pitch. Let's get Mbappe on this pitch, please. Why do you want Real Madrid to win? To be honest, bro, I don't really care too much who wins. I really don't. Like, it's not going to have an effect on my mood whatsoever if Barcelona win this game. I just slightly prefer Real Madrid to Barca because we got history. Oh my God, Lasso! Barcelona! 3-2! Oh my days! Massive deflection on the shot from Rafinha. And Barcelona have taken the lead in this match. I think he's come off Camavinga because that's who the cameras are rolling on. As I was saying, I don't really care. I just want to see this settled in an orderly, mature fashion. Barcelona have taken the lead. It's a very, very dodgy goal. Absolutely. But you take it regardless. If you're a Barcelona fan, he slips whilst taking the shot. Then it gets deflected as well on top of that. Let me just see this. Yeah, I think it's taken a knock off Asensio, sorry. I don't know why they were zooming in on Camavinga. It's taken a massive deflection off Asensio. And it's just completely, and I think Courtois' vision is also blocked as well. So he can't really see what's going on in front of him. He can only kind of half judge it. But then after that deflection, there's nothing he can do about it. And they took too long to get Mbappe on, man. They took too long to get Mbappe on. They're going to pay that price. They're going to pay that price. Barcelona, Real Madrid, sorry. We were just saying, cooling break now. We were just saying, you got to get Mbappe onto this pitch because you need to have Barcelona second guess themselves a little bit. When a player of the quality of Mbappe comes on, it does just make everybody on that pitch just second guess what they're doing potentially in the next few moments and minutes in terms of the bravery and the setup and the audacity to play that line. You might just drop it a few yards even without the coach's instruction. But now that he's coming on after the goal, coming back from a deficit, I mean, let's see if he can bring it back. But I think he should have been on before, man. I don't know what he was waiting for. He should have been on about minimum 5 minutes ago, but you could even say 10 minutes ago, to be honest. It's not like Real Madrid have really been on top again in this second half, because they haven't. It's more been Barcelona probing, similar to the first half, if anything. Last one, want to say, I'm a big fan, Matisse. Big up to you, bro. You're LFC, Mohammed. But don't worry about it. It's no problem. Today, it's El Classico day. So it doesn't matter. It's El Classico day. Huijsen coming off for Real Madrid. I think he's got a knock. And Alaba is coming on. David Alaba to play left side centre-back there in the 3. And Mbappe's come on as well for Real Madrid. So it's a double change. Courtois is going to go long. 15 minutes to go in this final, this El Espana Supercopa. Let's see. Alaba in big 2026. I don't think he wants to leave, though. He's on big money, Alaba. I remember when he moved from Bayern Munich. I think it may have even been on a free. I can't remember them paying for him. And he's on a massive contract. And I think I saw reports of Perez trying to get him to cut that deal short because of all the injury issues. And he was just like, I'm not terminating my contract. I'm on great money, and I'm gonna see this contract out. So I don't know when his contract expires. I don't know if it's 2026 or 2027. He's been there a while, so I would assume it must be in the next couple of years, maybe similar to Raheem Sterling. But he knows after this Real Madrid deal, he's not getting anywhere near that money again. He's incredibly injury prone. I don't know where he's going to go next, but maybe back to the German league. I don't know. I have no idea. But he's gonna take a serious tumble down on that wage. Predictions for Wednesday. Let's wait. I want to wait until the press conference. I can't really give a prediction yet because I want to see who's available. Because obviously Gusto is a little bit of a question. I don't really know what's going on there. He wasn't around. James will be back, I'm sure. And Cucurella will be back from suspension. Caicedo suspended. So yeah, I don't know. Right now, my hope is 2-1 win. My prediction would probably be like a 1-1 again. I think I could easily see this be a draw. And they cancel each other out. I could see Arsenal playing in second gear, especially in the first half again, and just coasting, or not coasting, but, just being very calculated and kind of saving themselves for the second leg. I can see Arteta taking that route. Well, let's see. Mudryk back soon. I've not heard no report on Mudryk, so I don't really know when he's back. But a lot of people think he's back soon. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he... Is this channel new? No, it's been 5 years. 5 years on this channel. 5 years last October. The more you grow on YouTube, the faster you grow. That's just kind of how it is. A lot of learning curves and a lot of, in the early days, So it's all part of the journey. The journey is the best part. Every successful person I listen to on interviews and people that haven't necessarily made it to the top of anything, they always say the journey is the best part. You got to enjoy the journey. You're never going to get that journey back. So I don't mind. I like the fact that we can look in the archives and see all the content for the last 5 years. It's been brilliant. And we go to the next 5 years. Real Madrid, boy, they need to find a way, man. They need to find a way. What's going on in that Napoli game as well, guys? What's going on in that Napoli game? Because I've not even given a score update. Napoli are playing Inter Milan right now. That's Serie A title race talk. 1-1 at halftime. Goals from DiMarco and McTominay. I think you guys actually did give me goal updates, actually, to be fair, in the chat. Barcelona look like they're going to get the fourth. I'll be honest. Since the goal, it's only them on the ball. It's only them probing. It's only them looking to create opportunities. It's only them looking confident. Yamal. Oh, Yamal. Yamal. Oh, Yamal. No, Yamal is nuts. Yamal is a fucking madman. Yamal is crazy. Yamal is crazy. This guy is just absolutely destroying defenders for fun over there. And the thing is, he don't even look like he's even playing in third gear. He looks like he's playing in second gear. Every pass for him looks so easy. I don't know, it's just weird. He's got this lackadaisical kind of vibe about his game where he doesn't even look like he's trying. But everything he's pulling off is the 1%, the top 1%, you know, top 0.1% shit that he's pulling off in this game. So good. Vini, I thought Vini was going somewhere. And that's a free kick. They can't deal with Yamal at all. The only way they can deal with Yamal is by dragging him and by pulling him back and by fouling him. And now Xabi Alonso is taking off Vini Jr. I don't think that's going to be a very popular decision with the Madristas. Vini's been their best attacker by far. I don't even think Vini's even handshaked. I think he's just walked off the pitch. Yeah, Vini's just walked off the pitch. He's not even walked to the substitute board to even say anything to his manager or anything. He's just walked off the pitch. That is an odd decision from Alonso, I can't lie. Double change for Barca. Rashford's coming on. And who's that coming on? I can't see. This Vini sub is interesting, to say the least. There's going to be a lot of questions about that afterwards. 8 minutes left. Eric Garcia's coming on. Sorry, off for Martin. Just having a word with Eric Garcia. I don't know if he's got a booking or why he's been hooked off. Rafinha's coming off for Rashford. No hat-trick for Rafinha. Yeah, Garcia was on a booking, so I think the manager just said to him, listen, you're on a yellow card. We're just going to take you off and bring on Martin because of that booking that he's on. But yeah, you would have thought potentially if anyone was going to come off in that front line for Real Madrid, it would have been Rodrigo. You've not really seen Rodrigo today, to be honest. You know, he's not really been an important part of this game for Real Madrid. And you've got Vini who's flying. Gula's come on. I've not really seen too much. Mbappe's come on as well now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Here's Rashford. Left side. He's not going to release the shot. He looked like he might. I feel like there's another goal in this game, but I think it might actually be for Barca. I can see this fourth goal, especially now they've taken off Vini. I've not really seen Mbappe yet. They've not really got the ball to Mbappe since he came on. But the fourth goal looks like it's a possible thing for Barcelona. I can see them just killing this game off. There's a lot of confidence in them right now, the way they're playing this, passing it about. De Jong could easily see the fourth goal. Just out footballing Real Madrid right now. In the midfield. Real Madrid's midfield, they've not really had any spell where they've been able to bop it about at all. It's just been all Barcelona in terms of possession. Pedri, one step ahead of Bellingham. De Jong, one step ahead of I mean, the system, people will say the system because, what is it, 2v3 in there? 2v3, so they're outnumbered. Can't get near these guys. Barca showing better game management. Yeah, you can't bop with two man. It's true. It's true. It's not even fair. It's not even fair to even expect Real Madrid's duo in midfield to even go up against this three, because it's just an outnumbered. They're outnumbered, and that back three is just there taking every single wave of pressure. It'd be difficult to even go up against them 3v3, let alone 2v3. You know, Pedri and De Jong are just running this game, and Dani Olmo's just sitting ahead now. Oh, they've lost it. Shirt pull. Yellow card for Pedri. Yeah, booking. Booking for Pedri. Oh, man. Endrick scored for Lyon. Do you think Arsenal win anything this season? I would be absolutely shocked if you go trophyless again. This is like, yeah, this would be a new level of low if you didn't win something this season. Honestly, I'd be absolutely bamboozled. So, yeah, I do expect something from you lot. Hopefully not, but if you, like I said, if you don't win something, I'll be amazed. Rashford. Oh, Rashford. Come on, man. Rashford. Fuck. I hope the Rashford moves becomes permanent. To be honest, I hope it does. I've enjoyed having him. He looks just a little bit freer. He looks a lot freer, and he looks yeah, he just looks like he's enjoying himself. He doesn't look like he's playing with the English media pressure and the kind of negative press that he gets. He looks like he's just free and he's just happy to just play his football and play his part, even if it's as a squad player. And I think England will massively benefit from that version of Rashford. So only good things can come from that. Will they be able to sign him? I don't know. It's a good question. What is their financial situation? That's the question. What is their financial situation? Couple of minutes, a lot of stopping and starting, a lot of fouls. Yeah, women's team doing damage in the WSL again, man. I mean, bro, it's just every year with them lot, innit? It's every year. Anytime I just take a glance, I mean, they're currently what? Oh, they're second. Wow, I'm actually shocked. I thought they'd be first. Every year they've won it for how many years in a row now? Oh, Courtois comes out. Courtois comes out. They're what? They're actually 6 points off C. That's a madness, you know. Won it last year. Won it the year before. Won it the year before that. And 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 yeah. The last time they didn't win it was the 18-19 season. So, mad. Mad. You're not winning 7 in a row now. 89 minutes gone. Oh! Hey, what kind of tackle is that, boy? What kind of tackle is that? Oh, dear me. You can't go diving in like that. And by the way, can I just say, there was a 2-footed tackle a minute ago that didn't land. And I can't remember who it was from, but it was from someone on that Barcelona team. Literally about 30 seconds ago, someone went in 2-footed, double-footed, it didn't land, so play just continued. And then now De Jong's gone and done it as well. And then now he's been sent off. But I was kind of surprised that the one prior to that one didn't get flagged as well. But it's a red card for De Jong. Barcelona down to 10 men. They haven't. Straight red. Commentators are saying it's not a straight red. Let me just take a look at this again. Oh. Maybe. I think it's because it's such a high foot. But let me see it again. Mbappe gets it. Twists up Yamal. It's a high foot. It's a high foot. It's a strong orange. It's a strong orange. I can't lie. Like, some will give it, some won't. It's a very high foot. That's the problem. But there's no real... I'm not even going to say there's no real force because there's a bit of force. It's a strong yellow. You can see a red for it and you can see a yellow. It really is, I think, referee dependent, and it's up to your own... It's up to your own judgment. It's not a good tackle at all, I'll be real. It's very high. It's high. And it's a dangerous tackle. But how much force is really behind it? It's difficult to watch it on screen and judge, because I guess in real time, before they slow it down, and Mbappe's gonna feel the effects, so he can only judge, you know, how quick it really is. It's not a good tackle. That's all I'll say. It's you're taking a risk, you know? You're risking it with a tackle like that. I don't really feel sorry for De Jong because your foot shouldn't be that high. The ball's not that high, so why is your foot that high? The ball wasn't in the air, the ball was on the ground. So why is your foot that high? It doesn't make any sense. If he had made the same tackle, but his foot was on the ground, then he gets a simple yellow and it's not a problem. But it's too high for me. It's too high. It's right. It's almost just under the knee. It's a high one. So it is what it is. But I don't think it's going to change the result unless Real Madrid are going to come and do some madness like they did in the end of the first half. It's about to hit 93 minutes now. And Barcelona look like they're going to win this game 3-2. But let's see if Real Madrid are going to cause some drama at the end. "93 minutes gone." Is it full time, chat? Yeah. There's only A minute left. Bro, I'm hungry. And I need to go to the toilet. Been a great game, though. 3-2. Can't ask for much more. 5 goals. El Classico. Drama. Red card. A little bit of scraps in there as well. Big performances from Yamal. Rafinha. 2 goals. Lewandowski with a goal. Vini. Strong game. Go on. Rashford, finish this. Oh, Rashford! Rashford! You got to hit the target. Rashford, man, come on. How's he not scoring that, man? At least hitting the target. Come on. Rashford shot like he's just trying to get back in shape so he can go back and defend. That's how Rashford shot that shot. Rashford shot like he needs to go track his left back. He needs to get back in shape because the left back's overlapping Koundé. This brother just wants to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible so he can go back and defend. This brother could have killed the game. Damn. If they score now after that miss. Oh! You've got to score! You've got to score! What on earth is that effort? Real Madrid, if you ever asked for a chance to take this to extra time, that was the moment. You almost made Rashford pay. You almost made Rashford pay for that miss. That is poor, man. Put that in either corner and we're going to extra time. He's put it straight at the goalkeeper. Should be 3-3. That's the easiest chance. That's the easiest chance. That is crazy work. Crazy work from Real Madrid to not put that in the back of the net. Oh my, I can't believe that. Not going to get a better chance than that. Mbappe's trying to do it all himself. He chipped it out wide. Cutting in. Twist. Turn. Corner. Corner. Goalkeepers. Yeah, that chance there is gilt edge. That's a gilt edge chance. You've got to score that. You've got to score that if you're Real Madrid. I'm sorry. That is blasphemy. Blasphemy not to score that. Either side of the keeper and you're moving into extra time. It's just mad. 96 minutes on the clock. We're a minute and a half over overtime. Corner comes in. Back post Mbappe, ball back in, header saved. Real Madrid. You do realize you can put the ball either side of the goalkeeper. You do realize. Either side of the goalkeeper and you're good. You know that, right? Nah, Real Madrid, man. Real Madrid, man. I'm sorry. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. 2 sitters. Yeah, they deserve that. I'll be real. They deserve to lose. 2 sitters and you're not scoring them, you can't ask for nothing more. You cannot ask for anything more than that. 2 sitters and you're not taking them, that's your business. That is your business. Barcelona are the Espana Supercopa winners. 3-2, full-time. Real Madrid, they should at least have taken that to extra time, to be honest, with the chances that they had at the end. Rashford almost cost Barcelona with his misses at the end as well. But what a game. What a game that was. That was a great game. That was a great game. That was a great game. I know Faisal's absolutely fuming. Fuming. Because, like I said, you can't miss those chances. Any Madrista is fuming today because it doesn't get any better than that. Doesn't get any better than that for chances. But great game. Great game. Very entertaining, as it always is, man. And if you want entertainment and you want goals, El Clasico always guarantees you that, man. It's never dull, it's never boring. So That's why we had to pull up for this one. But we're gonna wrap there. I'll be back tomorrow on various different platforms as usual. You'll see me where you expect to see me, and yeah, we move on. The next game is Arsenal at home, so we're gonna start thinking about that and content for that. But yeah, until then, big up your damn selves. Smash up all the icons. Go follow the branching out platforms as well. We got the TikTok channel linked in the description, pinned in the comments. If you're on TikTok, the YouTube channel is there, and the Instagram is there as well. So follow all of that up. The next guest is locked in and booked, and we're getting ready to record that soon. And then we're gonna keep dropping these 2-week gaps. So yeah, man. Until next time, big up your damn selves in a bit, people. Peace. Come on.